Hi everyone, Alex here. Today I'm going to continue showing you how to create groove mechanical branch outlet fakes in Revit. This is a video series. This is part 5 where we talk about material finishes and I give you a closing. In part 1 I introduce the problem that we're trying to solve. In part 2 I show you how to create the T fake. Then in part 3 we test it in a project. And then in part 4 I show you how to create the cross fake. Now in this one I'm going to show you for both the T and the cross how to implement the material finishes for our fakes. Let's get started. Now think about it, it makes sense. If you like this kind of content, you can subscribe to the channel. If you click that bell, you get notifications and then you don't miss any of our new videos. And if you're serious about your professional training, go ahead and visit us at BIMitUp.com and there you can contact me directly for some professional training. So I can go back to that original fitting and then touch any of the solid, and I can see that the material associated to it is called Victolic. So if I go to manage and then materials, I can see it here, Victolic. So I can right click and add to, say, favorites. Now if I come back to my fitting and I go to manage materials, should be able to go to favorites, and then under favorites, here it is, Victolic. So I can say OK, and let's see, I can select all of the solids and come here to material and then go to favorite, and then I can add the material to this document and say OK. And now if I go to shade it, it's inheriting the material. So let's load into project, override existing version. Let's create a 3D view, zoom in, find detail, let's change to shade it, and now we have something that is not perfect but it's pretty useful. And now the last thing was coming here to manage materials, and now we come here, favorites, Victolic, OK. Load into project. Just gonna place it here. I'm gonna change my detail level to fine. I want to do a pipe, so PI for pipe. Let's do a 2.5 inch, for example, from here to here. Now if I do, let's say, a 1.25 takeoff, it introduces my T. But then if I click here and I upgrade that fitting, now I get the cross. So I can have 2 takeoffs of 1.25 inches out of a 2.5 inch main. So let's go back to my 3D view. Let me change this to shaded. And I want to select everything that is solid. I'm going to change the material. We want to bring in that Victolic from my favorite. Here it is. So Victolic it is. Now hit escape, load into project, override the existing version. Now we go to our 3D view. There you go. And then if you wanted to get super fancy, you could add something like this. Right in the front view of that, you'll see something like that. So you could go to your fitting and then click on one of the sockets and do edit sweep, and then select your profile and edit the profile, and you could do something like this, right? So let's say from here to here, then up to here. Then you could probably mirror these two guys, drawing an axis from here to here, and then you could split SL from here to here, and then delete this, and then take this guy and then mirror from here to here, and then you could do split again from this point to this point and delete. Then you could finish and then hit OK, and then it will do something more or less like that. But I'm not gonna do that It's just too much work and it doesn't make sense to me. If you want to do it, you're more than welcome to do it on your own. Good luck.